And many more people are wading into the LGBT conversation. One of such persons is a pastor who says he has conducted research into what he describes as commercialization of the Christian faith. He's also saying that he's also talking about whether or not Ghanaians should decriminalize same-sex relations. At a press conference, the head pastor of Living Testimonies for Jesus Bible Ministry, Pastor Samson Benning, says that that matter must be dealt with spiritually rather than physically.
Pastor Samson Bani rejects the notion that same-sex relationship is a human rights issue, as people are being made to believe. Even though none of the pastors in Ghana have openly supported same-sex relationships, there are pastors elsewhere who have. Pastor Bani says those pastors are all part of a grand spiritual plan to force push homosexuality on the world.
From biblical perspective, only a little could be done about this. Because the Bible says all these manifestations will come into play. In fact, it will be very difficult for anybody to tell you these things could be stopped just like that. Because we so much frown on this behavior due to cultural factors, does not mean these laws will not take place. In some nations, it could spark off political crisis or social crisis. But I have to be frank with you. The Bible says end-time apostasy will be such that it will be a replay of the scenario in Sodom and Gomorrah. A lot of covert efforts are being made to even quickly bring these habits or these factors into play.
He is urging Ghanaians to be on the guard against such acts and also to shun many of those so-called prophets around who he says are brainwashing people and extorting money from them.
Another concept that Satan has managed to introduce into end-time Christianity in deception is commercialization of the gospel. That is a Broadway Christianity. Besides seed sowing, charging of so-called consultation fees and various harvests to sell and extort money, part of Christendom has become shopping centers for so-called potent divine paraphernalia, such as various wristbands, in fact in different colors, as well as other items such as anointing oils, handkerchiefs, and holy water to solve various spiritual problems. That the prevalent multiple dimensions of the doctrine of commercialization that has strongly crept into the church is a factor acknowledged in the Bible.
Reporting for JoyNews, Charity Emihil Battels.